Hi, my name's Max Feinstein and I'm an anesthesiologist for human beings. I also run a YouTube channel where I make videos about anesthesiology. And that is what led to an amazing experience that I had where I got to spend time with veterinary anesthesiologist Dr. Margaret Weipart at Surgipet Surgery and Anesthesia Center to see exactly how anesthesia and surgery are done for pets. I was invited to film the entire experience of a dog undergoing anesthesia and surgery from start to finish. At the beginning, Dr. Weipart started by doing a very thorough physical examination of the dog, and what really struck me was just how thorough the physical examination was, looking at organ systems like the heart and lungs and also the relevant surgical anatomy. One aspect of the preoperative preparation that struck me as really impressive is the fact that Dr. Weipart is able to get such a thorough clinical picture of the dog by getting a good history from the owner, going through a very thorough physical exam, and then also running the appropriate labs before surgery. As I saw next, the comprehensive clinical picture that Dr. Weipart gets of her patients enables her to take excellent care of them before surgery, during surgery, and after surgery. As far as pre-surgical care is concerned, they did such an excellent job of making sure that the patient was very comfortable and safely sedated so that they could be taken back to the operating room in a very calm manner and that anesthesia could be started without scaring the dog at all. Throughout this process, Dr. Weipart explained all of the medications and equipment that they have available to take care of basically any patient who comes through their door. It was honestly amazing to see the similarities between the medications that are used for the highest standard of care for human anesthesiology and the medications that are administered to patients at Surgipet. I think this is pretty evident if you zoom in a little bit on my face as Dr. Weipart is explaining some of these details to me. Once we were in the operating room, I was really surprised to see that the ventilator they use is actually the same ventilator that I use at one of the hospitals where I work. As a veterinarian pointed out in a comment on the video that I made with Dr. Weipart, it's actually really unusual to have such sophisticated equipment in a veterinary operating room, which just made the experience all the more incredible. The whole surgery was really fascinating to watch and went off without any complications at all, and when the surgery was done and the anesthesia was turned off, the patient woke up very comfortably and got to go relax in the recovery room until they were ready to go home. After the dog had recovered, I actually had a chance to sit down with Dr. Weipart and ask her lots of questions about veterinary anesthesia, including what the education process is like, and I was really surprised to learn that the number of years that she spent training to become a veterinary anesthesiologist is the same number of years that I spend training to become a human anesthesiologist. But that makes sense because clearly a lot of knowledge is required to be able to take care of animals of multiple species, of every age range, coming in for many different types of surgeries. But honestly, the most striking thing about the entire experience is just how warm and welcoming everyone at Surgipet is. Not just for me as an outsider coming in to observe, but especially for the patient. Taken all together, considering the knowledge, the skills, the equipment, and just the overall compassion for patients, I could not provide a stronger recommendation for Surgipet. If you're interested in booking a consultation to discuss surgery and anesthesia for your pet, go to www.surgipet.com to begin the process. Thanks so much to Dr. Weipart and her team for the opportunity to spend time at Surgipet, where I gained not only a huge appreciation for the work that's done at Surgipet, but also just veterinary anesthesia in general.